Wanna be Ryan the Great, and today we are predicting Survivor Series War Games 2023, guys. This card, I guess I'm somewhat looking forward to it. I guess I'm just more excited for only the men's War Games match because there is no World Championship being defended on this card. Technically there are. Rhea Ripley is defending her championship, but the men's titles, none of them are being defended. Seth Rollins is competing in the War Games match, and Roman Reigns is taking his time off. But hopefully we still get a good card. So let's just get right into it. But before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe with your post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Linda Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Cog Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the video and let's roll that intro. Won't it be Ryan the Great? And today, oh hell yeah! Well, it's not that hard to understand if you know anything about football. Touchdown! A touchdown! Philly! And the Phillies walk it off! Alright, let's get right into the video. So starting off, it was originally Carlito versus Santos Escobar, but as we do know, a kayfabe injury happened to Carlito, so he's going to be taken out of the match. So in turn comes in Dragon Lee to face Santos Escobar. I'm going to take Santos Escobar in this match just because I feel like WWE is trying to get him over as a heel now, ever since attacking Rey Mysterio, and obviously when Rey comes back from his knee injury, he will be able to have a feud with Santos Escobar, but for now they are trying to keep him busy, maybe trying to hold off that Carlito match until somewhere down the road on a SmackDown, because this is WWE's last pay-per-view until the Royal Rumble 2024. So they might be trying to save that match for later down the road. But this match, I expect some really high-flying stuff during this match, a really good match. I am going to take Santos Escobar just because they are trying to get him over as a heel. I feel like that's a pretty obvious outcome. Gunther defending his Intercontinental Championship against The Miz. Now, this is a tough one because Gunther really has no reason to hold on to the Intercontinental Championship. He's broken all the records, and he's had a really good reign with the championship. Also, WWE might be preparing him for the Royal Rumble to potentially win it and go on to challenge whoever is the World Heavyweight Champion by that time, because I highly doubt he challenges Roman Reigns. So he doesn't really need the championship. And The Miz has not really had too much credibility this year. Obviously, he still has credibility because of his past work, but now he's only won a few matches in 2023. He hasn't had a successful campaign. But they could be trying to get The Miz over as a babyface, and I feel like he can only do that with a championship. If he starts dropping matches as a babyface to, Gunther and so on and so forth, people are not going to take him seriously. I feel like WWE wants people to take him seriously and want him to be built up as an upper mid-card talent. So I'm going to take The Miz in this match. Now, if he does lose, I would not be surprised, but I'm going to take him just because of the fact they want to get him over as a babyface, and they want to prepare Gunther for the Royal Rumble and him to potentially win it. Moving on, Rhea Ripley defending her Women's World Championship against Zoe Stark. I feel like this one's pretty obvious. I feel like Rhea Ripley is obviously going to win. I don't think that Zoe Stark is ready for a World Championship. Also, Rhea Ripley has been booked as one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant woman in the entire WWE right now. It just doesn't make much sense to take championship off. First, she's really popular. It really doesn't make much sense at all, once again. So I'm going to take Rhea Ripley in this match. Now we move on to the War Games match. We're going to start off with the Women's War Games match. First off, we have Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch taking on Damage Control of Bayley, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. This one, honestly, is a little tough for me because, the new reformed Damage Control, you don't really know what WWE wants to do with them yet. Obviously, they want Bayley to move on as a babyface. So I'm going to take Bianca. I'm going to take the babyfaces in this match, that being Charlotte, Bianca, Shotzi, and Becky. Just because I think they're going to kick Bayley out of Damage Control right now, as the writing is kind of on the wall. Now, I do think that they'll probably, do this whole beatdown thing that's going to make people feel sorry for Bayley because of the fact that she has been a monstrous heel over the past couple of years. So I think that, they're send her out in a stretcher or send her out in an ambulance, something like that. So I think that just so that storyline can happen and on a pay-per-view, so it's bigger event, I'm going to take the baby faces in this match. Now, the men's War Game match, something that honestly for me was pretty hard to book, or pretty hard to predict. But it's Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins versus the Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. The Judgment Day consisting of Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and JD McDonough. So I really had a problem picking this match because obviously it's the Judgment Day. They've been booked really well. They hold pretty much all the most of the championships in WWE. Obviously, you got Dominic Mysterio as the North American champion, the Finn Balor and Damian Priest as the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, and then Damian Priest obviously holds that Money in the Bank contract. Drew McIntyre is officially a heel now, and he is looking out for revenge on Jey Uso. Now, you have to assume in this match that Drew McIntyre is going to be booked as just going after Jey Uso, but you want to look at this. Randy Orton is coming back, and that's obviously great because we love to see him back. But is Randy Orton going to turn on the baby faces? Because Jey Uso is one of the people responsible for Randy Orton going out with his injury just over a year and a half ago. So you have to, and they kind of teased this on Raw because Jey Uso looked a little nervous, stuff like that. So you do have to wonder if Randy Orton is going to turn on them and if the heels do have a extra man on their side to potentially help them win this match. But I am going to take Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins, just because they obviously don't want to have Cody Rhodes lose before he goes and hopefully challenges Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. Also, Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Champion, and I highly doubt WWE fans will be too pleased if Randy Orton lost his match back in WWE. Also, the Judgment Day don't really need a win, in my opinion, on pay-per-view. They have so much credibility and they're so over right now. They don't really need this type of win. So I'm going to take the baby faces in this match. Also, there's a rumor thing about CM Punk coming back. Do I see it happening? No. If it does happen, will I lose my mind? Absolutely. But that'll do for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe with your post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother, Leon the Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Cog Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.